darkest black rituals, calling forth life from death. To truly embrace this power, you must take it into the world. And you will be shunned, scorned, marked as a living sacrifice to this profane knowledge. You will be a priest of Rathma, a necromancer. And you will not confront the darkness alone. We are the speakers of the dead, and the dead have no mercy. Quiet. Shut up. They have our scent. Run! Your mind. He's not going to make it. He has to.
Blessed Akarat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine force guides.
Look at me! All the gold we want is right there.
No, I just came here for knowledge.
They're coming! I know.
Get over here!
Now. Breach the seal. Get us through that door!
Oh, light, help me. By three, they come. By three, thy way opens. Blood shows. This doesn't make any sense. Blood. Blood is the key. Blood is the key!
What? I need two of you! No! Go! I'll hold them! Go!
So, it says the blood of the willing goes...
You gotta be kidding me! It worked!
We have to help him!
He's dead already. Oh well, cheer up.
Gold splits better 3 ways instead of 4. Must be hidden here somewhere. Read this.
By 3 they come, by 3 thy way opens, by the blood of them willing. Hail. Hail the Creator. Ha! Hail the daughter of... Oh no. No.
What about the coin? What's it say?
This is forbidden. This is a summoning. I cannot speak.
Don't lie to me!
We came here for treasure. What is this place?
I don't know. Maybe it's a temple. Or a tomb, or... Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me. Though my path is wrought with darkness, guide my soul to thy sacred ways.
From this, we see thy salvation. By 3 they come. By the blood of the willing. We call thee home. Come.
Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me. Though my path
Open
is wrought with
your
darkness.
eyes.
Eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Eternal
There
light.
is no light here. You came to the darkness for knowledge.
Yes.
And all the knowledge you seek is here. Surrender. Speak the words. Call her home.
By 3 they come. By 3 thy way opens. By the blood of the willing, we call thee home. Hail, daughter of hatred. Creator of sanctuary. Hail. Lilith.
save us.
Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Let's do it. Now we have the Necromancer and the Druid this time. Now, Druid is what I normally play in Diablo 2. I mean, I just really like playing it. I have no problems with the other classes. I've always liked to play Druid. So I'll probably do Druid maybe off stream. I still have some stuff I have to record for the Sorceress because of what I'm trying to do is just show you kind of like a quick playthrough of what we have in the beta. And I've gotten through most of the story, but today, for tonight, we can do Necromancer. And so Necromancer, we'll name Kara. She's a friend of the channel. So we'll do Kara. She's on Twitch exclusively, so may not be here tonight, but we'll give it a shot. I don't know a ton about the playthrough for Necromancer. I haven't really played it a ton. It's just was never my thing. But we can see. We can see how it does. We'll go with the default. We'll just customize it, you know? So we go with hair. First of all, I want to just see what we have. I just want to see if it was similar at all to the Sorceress, or if it's just variation due to the class. I think it's the same, from what I can tell. I've almost made all my characters black-haired. No eyebrows. They have the worst eyebrows in this game, though. We'll go with that. That's fine. Face and body. What do we got? I wonder what the other face variations look like. I see. Okay. All right. It's a bit different. Anyway, hopefully y'all can hear me okay. I had to do some rearranging of the microphone and stuff like that. So if I'm too loud or I'm too quiet, y'all let me know. If the game's too quiet, you let me know. I had to redo OBS completely. Teal, Vampire Red. Ooh, so that's new. That's not available for some of the other classes. Interesting. Teal, Crystal. Light green, medium green, dark green, medium blue, light blue, dark blue. I like it. I don't know. I've made all of them so far also like dark blue eyes and dark hair. Let me just see the skin tones. Let's see if what's different. I think there's that. Which what does it call it? It doesn't call it anything. They stayed away from calling any color anything. Oh, look, there's markings. I couldn't see it. It was so bereft of color. I see them now. Yeah. Interesting. I kind of like this one. Just because you can see like certain skin tone, not just the skin tone, but the little... they're not freckles. They're, yeah, I guess they are freckles. Go a little bit lighter. Yeah, I like this, but I don't know if I like the... I guess we'll go with that for now. For now. And let's see here. So we could change the hair a little bit, maybe. Here's a fire red. We do a poison. That girl is poison. Auburn. Auburn white. Blue storm. black teal, dark velvet. Deep brown, white. There's gray. The grays in this one don't look bad in this game. They look pretty good. But I think I've gone with just black just to make it real, simple. Auburn red, scarlet. Well, let's see. Blonde diamond. Not too much. It almost looked better with the dark hair. So we could keep it black. That might look good once we start getting some equipment on, Because I've seen a few different streams of people who did stuff, and they always it's almost exclusively male characters, and on top of that, they have the hair back and stuff. So I think it's a pretty unique look, even though it's almost pretty much the default. I found that when you go with default, it definitely a lot less people use it, so you don't see it as often. So let's see, scars, henna. Oh yeah, we do henna. That's a good one. I like the henna. But what other options do we have? It is a necromancer. Yeah, maybe. Where's this one? Ooh, the bone. Look at that. I like it. I just don't like it on the face. Yeah, I really wish you could say, no, I just want it on the body or something. That's interesting. There's scars. Justice. That's the default. I don't hate the default. All right, we'll go with that. And of course, we will call it Kara. I mentioned this before. Let's call him Kara. Kara, the Necromancer. Let's go. And the network seems to be doing pretty good. I am not missing any frames or anything, so this may take a minute or so. It always happens. Anytime you create the character right now, a lot of people are in this screen. I guess I don't know what network Blizzard's using for character generation, but a lot of people even get booted out at this point. But I think we'll be fine. That's why I didn't want to do what we did last time and start trying to play right as soon as the game was released for the beta, because the servers are just, they're just not all up. They're stress testing them.
Sanctuary was never meant for humankind. It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells. Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict.
I like seeing our character in the cinematic. It's really great.
Has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was. And Sanctuary's ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall.
Ready to go. It's a priestess of Rathma. That's the Necromancers. I do like how they give you the option of male or female now this time. In Diablo 1, the characters go on to do other things. So it makes sense why they wouldn't have. But starting with Diablo 2, they should have just made it male and female regardless of the class. But oh well. probably know less about Necromancer playthrough, in previous Diablo than any other class. It's probably my weakest class that I know. Poor Kara. I have been ill prepared before hiking and camping in the cold. I camped once in the desert at Big Bend in Texas, and I knew the nights got cold, but I forgot that the ground sucks the heat out. So it was even colder than I expected, and we were sleeping on the ground. It was just, you would think at a desert, right? But no, it was like super cold at night. So here we go.
I should find better shelter before I freeze.
Oh, I like her voice. It's not the same as the sorceress. It's not the same as the rogue. So I'm going to have to research that. I kind of assumed that they would have gotten one person to do like multiple things, but it doesn't sound the same at all. Now I'm going to okay. Every once in a while the frames per second will dip. So let me just make sure it all catches up, because this always happens near the beginning of the game. So hemorrhage, decompose. Sorry, I'm doing two things at once. I'm trying to read this and keep up with the stream. Bone splinters. Hemorrhage, burst an enemy's blood. Okay. Tear flesh from the enemy. A usable corpse with the flesh every... Forming a usable corpse with the flesh. Reap. Ooh, wait a minute. Hitting an enemy with Reap increases your damage reduction by 15% for 2 seconds. Just hitting them with this does that. So... And you generate essence. This generates 4 essence. Okay. You and your minions. What am I looking at? Hey, Dr. Fluff, this is Diablo 4. We're doing Necromancer. I know less about necromancers than any other class, so I'm soaking it all in. How are you doing, Dr. Fluff? I'm a huge Diablo fan. But I love the sound of this, but I know necromancers are utilized best when you have minions. They're kind of like druids with wolves and so. Well, that's not the best way to use. You can do it that way. You can be like a beast caller, where you're calling a bunch of wolves or bears or whatever, or a bear or fight beside you. Necromancer is a lot about like having skeletons do your work for you. So I don't know which one to pick. I'm going to start off with this, and I know we can change it. Within 15 levels, I believe, for free. So let's check it out. Oh, there it is. Automatically, I get a... Oh. I didn't see that. How many can I have? Once all your skeletons have been summoned... Oh, raise a skeleton from a corpse. Oh. Raise skeleton briefly summons a skeletal priest to empower your minions for 5 seconds. How many can I have, though? Oh, maximum is 4. Oh. I'm learning. I love this reap. Love it. Every time I play a new class, I'm like, wow, I really like this. So I'm managing. It's been a productive week. Very good, Dr. Fluff. That's good to hear. You know, and if the stream is too loud or too quiet, y'all let me know, because I had to redo my OBS completely. That's my streaming software. And so if the microphone is too loud or the game is too quiet or too loud, I need feedback if you guys can. Oh. So once I have, oh, wow, that's second level thinking right there. Huh. What does the priestess do? Oh, does it I think it buffs, right? I think that's what it said. Once all your skeletons have been summoned, raise skeleton briefly to summon a skeletal priest to empower your minions for 5 seconds. I see. So we always want to have as many as we can. I see. Yes, this is Diablo, Dr. Fluff. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here.
Demons. Everywhere. Fangs in the dark.
Ah! He bit me!
Careful! He's a wild one.
What's it to you?
Oswen, hush! I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time. This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Demons spilling from the ruins. Kill us all. Kill us all.
Ruins? What is he talking about?
Come, I'll explain.
Yes, we will come with my minions. My skeletal minions.
There is evil.
And they're so
stirring in
well
the
designed. I
ruins to
love
the
that
north.
blue glow.
That poor monk back there must
Oh, I
have
love
gone
'em.
inside. Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw.
Yes, don't mind me and my minions. What is this place?
Nothing special about our little town, but it's home.
Oh, of course. I've never experienced much of Diablo games. Oh, well, that's my my home away from home is Diablo. Of course, I'm a big BioWare fan, and I have, well, except for what's the name of that game called? Anthem. Except for Anthem. And even Anthem, I did play a little bit, but I couldn't tell you much about the game, to be honest. What didn't carry my interest. I thought it was going to be one thing and it wasn't, and so it was a complete miss, and I just didn't play it. And now it's not supported at all. But aside from that, I played pretty much all the BioWare games. And so I know a lot of the lore for that. But my second one is Diablo.
We'll do what we can for him. Might have to keep him in the shed for now, though. He tried to bite off Osman's fingers.
Yeah. It isn't safe here.
Could you protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
Evil is gathering strength in those ruins. I will bring it to heal.
Anthem isn't the well praised.
Oh,
I know.
thank you.
I think it had so much potential. I really do. Oh, level 2 already. Good. But it just didn't hit it. You know, it just didn't do it. Okay, so now we have 2 reap, and when we get to I think we have to have 5 skill assignments before it lets us do anything in the second slot. I could be wrong, but let's look. Let's see what we got. Okay, so Sever, a specter of you, charges forward and attacks with its scythe for 16 to 19 damage, then returns to you and attacks. That's cool. Bone Spear. Conjure a Bone Spear from the ground. Oh. Blight. Unleash a concentrated blight that deals 7 to 9 damage and leaves behind a defiled area. Ooh, it's in the DPS. Blood Surge. Draw blood from enemies, dealing 5 to 6 damage, and expel a blood nova, dealing 12 to 15 damage. I don't know about that one. Blood Lance. Throw a lance. Oh, okay. So this is like a ranged. Throw a blood lance that lingers in an enemy for 3 seconds. Oh, I'm curious about this one because again, I like characters. So far, I really love the rogue, because the rogue I could do melee, and then I could bounce back and do ranged. So if it was a boss that was like very much like had an area effect underneath him, I could step back and then do ranged. And then if it was like a bunch of minions and area effect stuff, I could come up on him and do melee, and then that way I could do my AoE around everybody. It's just, I love the rogue. I love how well designed it is. This one is starting to get my attention because if I can throw a lance that does a ranged, and I'm melee, and I have minions, it's pretty cool. Let's see. Okay. So one thing I know for sure that they've changed is that I couldn't put anything in these slots until I had 5 slots or 5 unlocks. Right now we only have 3, and yet it let me put it there. So that's interesting. That's new. Hide gloves. Let's see what we got. Better. Yeah, no, I love Diablo, Dr. Fluff. I'm a let's check it out. Oh. And I love the whole like tertiary thinking. I can do ranged. I can do minions. I have to have 4 minions, and I can summon a priest that'll buff the minions. Oh, this is great. You see how he's ranged? Meaning like, if they're too far away from me, I can still hit them even though I'm not ranged, I like that. I just like options. That's the thing about like barbarian and stuff. Right now, you're not really ranged at all as a barbarian. But I think they need to fix that. You need to have like throwing axes or something. But yeah, that's cool. My dad is into it though too. Okay. Well, there you go. You see, okay, so let me catch you up with the story so far. So Diablo 1 and 2, I'll probably just put them all together. Diablo 1 and 2 were essentially the Lord of Terror, which is Diablo, was sealed up underneath Tristram, which is a city, a little village actually. And apparently he got out. And when he got out, we were tasked to put him away. And the only way to seal these demons away, because when you just kill a demon or an angel, they simply are reborn where they're at. And so in heaven, it takes a while, but they're much more powerful creatures than an individual demon. So the demons, like a simple little demon, will just resurrect back in hell. And it's what they call the internal conflict. So for years before the world that we are in right now, before it was created, the two factions fought each other just forever. So there was a before them, before them it was Anu, and then he tried to like purge himself of any defiled thing, anything that was unclean. He wanted to be a pure being. When he did that, it created Tephamet, and Tephamet was a dragon that was like this evil dragon. It was multi-headed, and then they fought each other just for countless periods of time. And when they finally obliterated each other, that's how heaven was formed and hell. And then they fought each other too. Well, this stupid conflict went on forever, of course. And then you had Lilith, who is the daughter of Mephisto, who he is one of the main prime evils. And then you had an angel who was not part of the angelic council. There's like about 7 of them. But he was like, this is stupid. And she was like, this is stupid. And then they happened to meet on the battlefield. He was caught, I should say. And she went to go visit him. And he was like, oh, torture me however you will. Just kill me, blah, blah, blah. And, he's just being a typical whatever. No, he didn't. He said basically like, look, if you kill me, whatever, I don't really care. This is all pointless anyway. And she's like, oh, someone who sees my side of things. And so she kind of convinced him. She lured him into thinking like her and saying, hey, look, let's see if we can't do something else besides this. And he camouflaged the world stone and he stole it. And they used that to create sanctuary. And sanctuary is kind of like earth, right? That's where we are. That's where we live. And since then we were shielded and apparently they got together and they made people. Now the first people they ever made were Nephilim. And those Nephilim were just supercharged individuals. What they didn't know was that they took the best of angels and they took the best of demons. And instead of creating a lesser being, they created actually a higher being. And so Lilith saw a way to end the conflict. Like saying, look, I don't want this conflict anymore. This is stupid. Let's end it. Anarius is more like, demons are still bad, except this one demon that I love, which is Lilith, right? So there was that problem, right? Like, what do we do with these Nephilim? So she wanted to use them, basically, to end the conflict. Anarius, now exposed, and through some other events that happened, they found out where the sanctuary was. The demons did. And instead of, demons are smart, actually. The primevals are very smart. And they said, look, instead of just going out there and attacking and exposing ourselves, let's steady. And what they did is that they infiltrated from within Sanctuary and they created like cults and everything else. And the people apparently that they made religions for were the primevals unknown to them. And so they were trying to like sabotage from within. And then when they were exploited, as far as like where they were and stuff, Anarius, the father of Sanctuary, basically just said, well, look, I did something wrong. I need to make amends for this. Bans Lilith basically and banishes her. And long story short, the angels and demons got together and they said, hey, look, let's find a truce. We don't want this place to exist. Obviously, the demons want to use it against us and the angels want to destroy it. So instead of it just being a second conflict, they said, look, we'll find a truce. And in exchange, you guys can have Anarius. And sure enough, they took Anarius. And he's supposedly been tortured ever since then. But this game, where we're at now, he's been released. I don't know how. I don't know when. Because there was another conflict for Diablo 3. The Diablo 3 story is weak at best. But that's not the point. I've skipped most of Diablo 3's story. But what happens is that now, apparently, Anarius has been released. And so we'll find that out very soon. And Lilith, apparently, from the opening cinematic, you see, was released. So that wasn't a secret either. So now the question is, where does the story take us? So that's what's going on. But anyway. And I've limited my frames on here because one thing I read about this particular game is that, of course, it's not fully optimized yet. It has some memory leaks and whatnot, and I was experiencing some of them in the last weekend pretty badly. But what I have to do is that in my NVIDIA control panel, I have to limit the frame rates, versus what it will do is that it just wants to take the frame rates and just like throw it into, like, I don't know, 200 frames per second or something like that. But I've limited it, so we shouldn't have a ton of frame drops, but if we do, it should just be temporary. Okay. But I love the dark atmosphere. I love the music. I love, so far, so much about this game. It's really, I'm like giddy with how happy it's making me. I don't know what I'm going to do between now and June. Okay. Because it doesn't come out fully until June. All right, we got another level. What do we have here? That's nothing. Your damage has up to a 4% chance to create a corpse at the target's location. Neat stuff. I feel like Darksiders was inspired by the story somewhat. Yeah, I mean, originally when the original Diablo came out, it wasn't really meant to have like this huge canon to it. It just kind of had a great story and they went with it, and it actually turned out really well. It wasn't that it was retconned. It's just some stuff that was retconned was just kind of necessary for some of the pieces to fit. Before, they just kind of like, oh, you're going to go face Diablo, you know, and they just had fun with it, you know, and it was just a loot adventure, you know, and it just became really successful. It was a real good model. And from there, they were able to kind of like flesh out the story. Diablo 2 does that quite a bit. There's a lot going on in Diablo 1, but most people don't sit down and read what the dialogues are saying and all this stuff. They just kind of like, you know, point A, point B, point A, point B, point A, point B, and it's a loot hunt. You know, it's an ARPG. That's what it is. So, I'm going to do this one. Because like I said, I want to experiment. I want to see what works, what doesn't work. Because I know less about Necromancer than any other class by far. I like how I still have to get involved. My skeletons aren't doing everything, but I'm pretty sure they will be after a while. Okay, so as a shield, I had a shield, and now I'm using this. Interesting. So it's a book, just like I would have as a sorcerer. Okay. Yeah. Even watching other people's streams, I don't think they've been using the range like I'm using. So this is a nice little find that I have.
Demons.
I wonder if my minions can get hurt with this stuff. I'm not searching everything in here because I know this dungeon already. I've already done it like 4 times from previous characters, but I kind of should do other stuff because I should try to learn how to play the character. Yeah. All right. Ooh. the sense of power from a necromancer is pretty strong. I felt that way with the sorceress for the most part, but this one is next level. Definitely like this better than the sorceress. I don't like it as much as my rogue so far, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Let's do... Okay, so now we can do either this or this. Reap instantly kills target below 5% health. Below 5% life. Okay. Reap forms a corpse under the first enemy, can only occur every 5 seconds. So then I won't have to worry about resummoning. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's do let's do another one of these. Yeah, the skill tree in this particular game, in Diablo 2, you could take like a real low level rank and then maximize it. But, and then so you could take like a, I don't know, something real simple and then just make it actually powerful because of your levels, your attributes, your inventory that you've received and those buffs. And suddenly your low power skill becomes overpowered. Well, this one, they limit you to a point, but there's more trees. And so there used to be this whole guide of builds of like, what's the best build to carry you through this or that, you know, in hell mode, inferno, whatever. Nobody knows with this one how that'll go. And the balancing act that you have to do to create this type of game style is mind-boggling. And you'll see the inventory alone, the information from the inventory, like from gear, is something you have to think about. Like this one is a +9 dagger, but this is a simple scythe. 13 to 19. This is 18 to 26. But again, they don't tell me about certain things like this one has life on kill +1. This one does not. You see those little things in each equipment. And there are some pieces of equipment that unlock skills that you wouldn't have, that you haven't picked, but they give it to you because you have it in your on your body. It's just very, there's a dynamic going on here that's very complicated. On the surface, it looks pretty simple, but it's very different. I'm more like a Necromancer IRL. Ooh. Look at that. Nice. All right. Oh, so we get that. So that was our first boss. And even though that's, yeah. And so that's a 2-hand. So that means that this one was a 1-hand. And it gives us an offhand. See, these are the type of things you have to kind of consider. Like, do I want to go with a 2-hand that gives me +5? Or, but the offset of that is that I don't have a second weapon. You see? Oh yeah, no, it was easy. Yeah. Yeah, no joke. Made a huge, and see, now it's less DPS if I did this by like 25 or 36. I mean, it's just one of those things like, what do you want to do, you know? And that's just the weapon. And I love how you can carry that big old scythe, right? Man. Oh, but look at that. Look how slow it is. That's the difference too. So I may need to find like a simple scythe because it was fast. I get the hiccups. Oh yeah. Let me look at. Oh, we already got better gear, and your gear, because you have the option to transmog in this game, but your gear is exactly how this looks. And each region that you go to, and they've only released one region so far, but if you find, like, say, a hand wrap in this region, it looks like the region's hand wraps. If you go to the next region, even though it's the same type of item power or whatever, or the same description, it matches the region's look. It's just the level of thought that they put into it. I don't think they're getting nearly enough credit. It's a lot of people are just like going into it and like trying to rank it and rate it. I'm like, do you enjoy the game? Did you enjoy the game? Because I'm enjoying the game. So these little hammer looking things right here. Oh, I'm covering it up. Y'all guys can't see it. But right there, there's a little like hammer looking thing on the item. What that means is that if you break it down, you'll be able to look to take on that transmog. So I'm going to keep those so I can transmog them later.
You've returned.
This is only beta? Yeah, this is the beta. It doesn't come out till June, which I'm very sad. I'm almost wish I didn't play the beta, because someone like myself who loves Diablo is just going to be like, I can't wait. I cannot wait till June.
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe now.
Truly. Ha! By the light, you are heaven sent. Oh, I'm so sorry. We haven't any coin to offer. But we have hot stew, good company, and...
Stay for a pint.
Wash out the taste of the stew. We'd be honored if you'd join us.
No lie, this game has thrown me tons of curveballs from the story. And I know the Diablo story fairly well. They've thrown me nothing but curveballs that just made me like, wow, I did not see that coming. And that's a good thing. Offer your souls. Like, I didn't see this part coming. This would have been a great place for them to add credits. But Blizzard being in trouble the way they have been over the last few years, it probably would have given the bad vibe. But this would have been a good place, because they're doing some game lore here. He's just kind of humming this thing, but now they really have to. Yeah. But this would have been a great place on the left-hand side to like show like lead a Blizzard Entertainment, whatever, you know, that type of thing. Then came a spear of light, piercing hatred's heart, and he who was bound in chains was set free. Anarius was bound in chains, so he was set free. By who? We don't know. Why? We don't know. How? We don't know. Because trust me, the demons love the fact that Anarius is being tortured daily. Demons absolutely detest angels. And it goes both ways. So to the angels, we are an abomination. And to the demons, we're something we can be used.
My mother's body. So, Shall you witness her glory
Could it be you?
before
Don't know.
you die?
Don't think so, because Inaris is already free. And I think that's why they did that hum, that little song there. Because it is referring to Inaris. From what I know.
They're coming! The whole damn village! Get up! Get up! We have to fight our way out!
There! Take them!
May the light preserve us. Lost souls! All of you!
Okay. We already got... Ooh, look at this. We already got Distinguished Thrash. So we can do this and this now. And we have a doublet. Look at that. Ah, I figured it could have been like at least a premonition of what will happen in the game. That would be interesting. That would be interesting because you'll see it soon. I'm going to do it real soon after this scene. But there is a scholar we talked to. And what's interesting is that he talks to us a lot in past tense. Well, not to us. When he's recounting his story from his point of view, he does it in past tense. But no, we are not the ones who free Inarius. I can tell you that.
That was all of them. Light willing.
You're the madman from the shed.
Madman. Those heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins. I came
Just
to my
like
wits
you.
and escaped. Tried to get inside the chapel, but it was locked and... What manner of evil is this? Petals? Of blood?
They must have fed them to me.
A blasphemous ritual. How did they learn this? Perhaps the answer lies in the chapel. They kept it locked up for a reason. The key might be on that woman who was leading them.
Nope. Chapel key. Yeah, I love the environment. It's very... Oh, I just like what they did. Because Diablo 1 and 2 were very dark. I mean, it was like black and red, black and red, black and red the whole time. And then in Diablo 3, it's like I'm playing a cartoon. I mean, they made it very World of Warcrafty. I was never a fan of the art of any of it. So, blasphemous. Yeah.
Only fire can cleanse the darkness in this place. Have a look inside, but hurry. I will prepare the torch.
What were you doing in Nevesk?
Looking for the town priest. He stopped sending tithes, and I came to find the village. I sensed darkness around the ruins. I went to investigate. Found the priest's body. Demons. Foolishly, I took shelter in Nevesk and ate their food. You know the rest.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let's go.
Blood petals. Like the ones I was fed. Is this real?
I'm doing an edit with a sorcerer and all the story so far. So if you want kind of like a condensed version of the game, keep watching the YouTube channel because I already have the first 2 episodes. You know, it's these cinematics plus me going from one place to another, but you don't see like all the hundreds of fighting in between. You know, I just try to like compress a lot of it, but not so much so that you don't get the context of what's going on, you know?
Shameful. Our Father has granted you a path to salvation. And yet, you stray from it at every opportunity. You drink and gamble. You covet and steal. Shameful.
Sin is their birthright.
Lilith. Man.
My children. The lords of hell are coming to devour our world.
That is true.
Salvation lies not in the light, but in you. The faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire and turned you into a prisoner within yourself. Break the chains and discover who you were meant to be. Break the chains and be beautiful in sin.
Resist! Resist her temptation! Vani, it's me. I brought your child into this world.
They have awakened, Mother.
The first of many. Go to the dry steps and continue your preparations. Now, our true work begins.
You came to thank the light.
Yep. So she means when she says the light is, I forgot what she said exactly. She says the army of from hell is coming, which is true. In Diablo 3, the way Diablo is released basically is his essence is still in this child. She was taught by, there was a scholar of the whole Herodrum group called Deckard Cain, and his niece. Basically, he's teaching her, and he's the last of his kind, last of his group. But she ended up being the daughter for the witch that Diablo apparently was with, because Diablo, he doesn't think like down the road, he thinks like down the next continent. He's a multitask thinker. He's not like super intelligent. His brothers are actually smarter than him, but he's super, super devious. And so he got with this witch, and she in turn bore a child, and it was raised by Deckard Cain. So she had knowledge about stuff. That essence through Diablo slowly came back around, and that's how he came back. Now remember, demons are bound in soul stones. That's the only way to put them together. So they bound all of them together, the three primevals, Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. And he just wrecked heaven. He just like went up there and took it all apart and thrashed it to pieces. And so heaven, since then, has been closed, because for the angels to gain themselves back, for them to be reborn, they have to have harmony, like perfect harmony. So they've closed their gates to mankind. They're not helping. So when Lilith says the army of hell is coming, she's correct. And when she says the light has abandoned you, she is correct. She has not said a single thing so far that I could call out and say, no, she's lying. It's interesting. So how did I get out here?
You collapsed inside. I thought the darkness had swallowed you. I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch. What happened to you in there?
I saw a vision. A horned demon. She said the lords of hell are coming. She wanted to help the people survive.
Help them.
She called them her children, and they welcomed her like a mother.
Mother? No. It cannot be.
I must report to the cathedral. Listen, there is a hermit to the northeast. A man of questionable loyalty, but he knows of the forbidden. He might be useful to us. Bring him to the cathedral in Kiovashad, and you will be in the light's favor.
Okay. So now we can continue. I forgot it's this way. All right, let's go. Oops. I'm going the wrong way again. Okay, let's go. Now we're on the right track. And there's these altars of Lilith that give you... well, right now, for this one, it's just giving us XP. But as you find more, they bind permanent stat boosts to all characters on your account. So why is we working for the light? Okay, so when we're necromancers, the history of that one is very different. Necromancers are essentially priests or priestesses of Rothma. Rothma was the firstborn between Lilith and Anarius. And he was so powerful, he learned how to resurrect the dead. And so it's not only a power that the priests of Rothma have, but it's designed so that they can combat the evils of the world. So we're dark to face dark things, you know? So that's why necromancers make a lot of sense in Diablo. Let's try our skills here. You know, Crusaders kind of makes sense. Barbarian is like between 2, 3, and 4. That's the common theme. The Rogue has undergone changes. So you had Rogue in 1, you had the Assassin in 2, and then you had like the Demon Hunter in 3. They're all variations of a theme, but they're different enough that I don't consider them the same. We're back to being a rogue again in this game, and I'm telling you, I love that play. I love being a rogue. It's so far it's my favorite class. Sometimes this is a bug. Sometimes it gives you credit for clearing it, and sometimes it does not. So, I've like a demon hunter, yeah. Demon hunter is 3, the Diablo 3. Got to go face some spooters. Okay. But you kind of see what I was saying, like, you have the option here to do ranged, and there's ranged people that were fighting us, and then there were melee people that were fighting us. I love the option to go back and forth. Like, I don't want to chase down a bunch of ranged people because they may just be baiting us, you know, into a trap. I meant in general, like a blade or something. Yeah, I didn't realize that was a class in 3. Yeah. Yes, Demon Hunter is in 3. Yeah. But, and that, I did like playing it. The problem is that it was too unrealistic. You know, I mean, obviously all this is unrealistic, but the Demon Hunter was like so ridiculously fast with like crossbows and everything that it just was like, I don't know. I lost my immersion with just, like, I liked being a Demon Hunter. It was the one class that I just couldn't see, you know, in real life. There's just no way. Of course we can, like, have a necromancer raise the dead and stuff, right? For some reason I find that believable, but I don't find the rest of it believable. Go figure. And then...
Road's blocked. Should clear up when the storm has passed.
Okay. We're almost to our next level. I'm going to go... real quick. There's usually a chest just above it. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Okay. Windswept cabin.
Is anyone here?
A healer's tools. They look freshly used. Let's look at the kettle. Whatever is brewing. Smells awful. Jars. Herbs, mushrooms, organs. Not for cooking.
What are you hiding back here?
Yeah, the assassin in 2... I'm sorry. Yeah, in 2 was probably most like the rogue, original rogue. Specimen notes.
Short fangs. Young. Freshly turned. An easy kill. Further south than the others. They're spreading.
Rusted trap. Coated in dried blood. Is this intended to catch beast or human? I'd like some mushrooms to eat. I was thinking about some mushroom soup myself the other day. Absolutely. I may make some pozole soon, because I've had that on the brain as well.
If you're going to trespass into my home, rifle through my things, then at least have the decency to join me for supper. I'm bloody hungry.
That's quite the story.
I wish it wasn't true. But it is. Why did I have that vision?
Thank those friendly villagers. They gave you the blood of Lilith.
The blood of a demon.
Not just any demon. The daughter of hatred. The mother of sanctuary. She was banished ages ago. But this world is her creation. It was prophesied she would come back.
What does she want?
That's the question. Sanctuary has always been trapped amid the eternal conflict. A war between angels and demons. But Lilith serves neither side. She has her own plans for us.
And me. Am I corrupted?
Not sure yet. But you two share a connection. What will you do about it?
Use it. Find out what she's after.
Good. Then we're in this together. Rest while you can. Then we'll start in Kiovashad. If we can't stop Lilith, we'll all be damned.
So we know his position. We know how he feels. He doesn't sound like he hates Lilith, but he just says, "Look, as long as she's out there, we're doomed." So, okay. And the music is just exceptional. I mean, they didn't have to make the music hit so hard, but they did. Oh, I got a new, oh, what? I missed that entirely. Something about the Book of the Dead? Oh, I see. That's our, Skeletal War Skirmisher. This one unlocks at 15. I see. Okay. Skirmishers. So we can raise one additional skirmish warrior if we want to. Either select or sacrifice your summons. Oh. Okay. Oh. So we can only do this one, or this one. Oh. Each time you critically strike, no, you can raise one additional skirmisher warrior. Maybe. Your critical strike chance is increased by 5%, but you can no longer raise skeletal warriors. What? Okay. I don't know how that works, but that doesn't sound right. So we're going to go with the one extra. So that gives us 5. Okay. That makes no... I know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what it's saying. Because here's the thing. If you get to, like, skeletal mages and stuff, they're probably going to do much more damage anyway. But why would you select that now if you can't unlock that till 15? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Okay.
Never thought I'd live to see all this.
Deface statue. The inscription is badly marred by claw marks. May blank light of Father Inarius. Something to do upon all worthy travelers of this holy land. Turn your face towards its radiance and find strength renewed. That's probably what it means. Okay. What is this statue?
The angel Inarius. I'm sure you've heard the Cathedral of Light babbling about their Holy Father. Well, he's real. An angel walks among us.
See?
And when he learns that Lilith is here, blood will flow. They are ancient enemies. They'll drag the whole damn world into their feud unless we can stop it.
Yeah, based on the history of angels and demons, he's not wrong in his reasoning. But remember, Lilith does want us on her side. Inarius wants us on his side, of course, but Inarius is so, he is, if you think of like Narcissus, he's Narcissus squared. He's very vain. He's very much into himself. The angels typically aren't like that, really. But Inarius loves him some Inarius, I tell you. And that's the difference. He wants people to honor him, not so much so that he can do what he needs to do for mankind. That's what he expects out of them. He would expect that out of any being that exists. He's different level. He's like next level vain. Like, it's hard to describe.
Hold. To enter the city, you must
We
first...
have no time for this.
What's this about?
To enter Kyovashad, you must perform a cleansing ritual. Meaningless gesture, but some people take comfort in it.
How dare you?
Just let him through, lad. I've tried for years to get Lorath to do the ritual.
Fine. But this one stays.
I'll meet you inside.
I don't think I ever assigned.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine and inscribe it with the
Yeah, I have 1 point.
troubles you.
So we're not here yet. We have to spin something somewhere
As
first.
the fire burns the wood, so too will the light burn away your sin.
I'm looking for. Hold on. Let me look at the next level. What? Okay. Blood mist. Dispersed into a bloody mist, becoming immune for 3 seconds. Oh. Corpse explosion. Detonate a corpse, dealing 50 to 61 damage to surrounding enemies. Okay, that's normal. Gain 5 thorns. What are thorns? Bone prison. Unearth a prison of bone with 19 life that surrounds the target area for 6 seconds. Skeletal Warrior Mastery. Increase the damage and life of your Skeletal Warriors by 15%. Grim Harvest. Consuming a corpse generates 3 essence. Oh. Spiked armor. Yeah. So this one looks good. Skeletal Warrior Mastery. When do we get... here's Iron Maiden. Decrepify. Mage Mastery. Death's Reach. Death's Embrace. Oh, here we go. Corpse Tendrils. I think these are the area effect ones that I've been looking for. Gruesome Mending. While below 50% life, you receive 10% more healing from all sources. Bone Spirit. Consume all your essence to conjure a spirit of bone that seeks enemies. Upon reaching an enemy, the spirit explodes, dealing 53 to 65 damage to target and its surrounding. That sounds not bad. Serration. Necrotic Carapace. When a corpse is formed from your skills or your minions, fortify 2% base life. Corpse Tendrils. Veins burst out of a corpse, pulling in enemies, stunning them for 3 seconds, and dealing... Yes, I think I like that one. But it's every 10 seconds. It's a cooldown. Who are in range of Corpse Tendrils are slowed. It's like a trap. Enemies damaged by Corpse Tendrils are made vulnerable. Or, Corpse Tendrils have 20% when damaging to drop a blood orb. What is a blood orb? What did I miss? What's a blood orb? Okay. Okay, so unleash concentrated blight that deals 20 and leaves behind a defiled area. I think I like this one after all I've read. I think I like this one. Let's do that. Put that down there. Oh, we have to have 7. Okay, you see? This is what I was talking about. We have to have 7 before we can unlock it and put it over there. Well, let's put this over here for right now. Let's see how that works. So we can inscribe fear, anger, pride, or greed. Or inscribe nothing but scribbles into the wood. I've done fear a couple times. Maybe anger? Let's put anger.
Anger.
Can you unsummon things? Let me just see how this works, this spell, real quick. Anger. Yeah. So I like it. I just thought it like created a wake of stuff. This blight. But seems like it just does it upon contact. Okay. I like it better than the lance though. It is done.
Good. You must feel as though a great weight has been lifted from you. Welcome to Kyovashad.
Thank you, thank you. It's good to be here. Rite of passage. Let's go. Yeah, I wish we could unsummon because they're just going to create lag. Yeah, see? We already got a little bit of lag. That's called rubber banding. It goes whenever we're going between servers, like just now, I hit a lag spike.
What did you write on the little piece of wood?
What happens...
Something about hate or anger, perhaps? Well, it matters little, I suppose.
He changes what he says based on what we wrote. He knows what we wrote. Because I've done characters that said fear, anger now, and he's always said, did you write something along like fear or anger? He knows. I'm questioning his origin now. A horse. Are you going somewhere?
I'm off to the dry steppes in search of that pale man from your vision. I must know what part he plays in all this. But first, I need you to retrieve something of mine while I finish my negotiations. A merchant in the center of the city has it. Just tell him I sent you.
All right. Tell me of Anarius.
The cathedral loves to go on about him. His imprisonment in hell, his valiant escape, his glorious return here, the world he created. But they never mention how being tortured in hell for a few millennia turned you into an ass.
Lilith's return was prophesized?
There was a prophecy, yes. It foretold the rise of the primevals, the return of Lilith and Inarius, the doom of our world. Inarius adopted the prophecy for his own selfish purposes, put it in the Cathedral of Light's gospel, and made it seem like he would be the hero to save us.
What were the villagers doing in those ruins?
Sacrificing, summoning demons, honing all the wonderful gifts that Lilith gave them.
Okay. So we have to go get his
Tattoos,
weapon.
Sway back, cloudy eyes. This poor thing is practically crowbait.
With what you're paid, you're lucky she has 4 legs.
Anyway, when you go between servers, what's happening is that it's kind of like, it's not an MMO, but it kind of is. Because when we're in town, there's other player characters that you run into. And in the world beyond this, you'll also run into other player characters. But they're trying to do it to where you're not like, there's like not 100 people in the town, right? They're trying to give you a sense of immersion. So when you see that rubber banding where I'm going in between servers and we have lag spikes, that's them trying to connect a server that isn't like overused or something at the moment. So it's Osrin. Laura sent me.
Ah, so the old man's finally decided to buy it back.
Knowing him, he didn't mention coin, did he? If he wants his weapon, you will need to pay.
Okay. Loras polearm, bound to Kiovashad. While clearly old, its ornate blade has been kept sharpened and polished as though it would be needed again at any moment. Okay.
Wait. The old man sold me this too. He said he didn't need it anymore, but
Can you fight them?
I think he'd want it back all the same.
The villagers? Oh, you mean the other player character? There is a PvP, but I don't know how it's going to work yet. Like, there's going to be probably a PvP area versus just anywhere. You could probably, I think, because I haven't read into PvP at all. I haven't really given it much thought, to be honest. You might be able to flag yourself just like you can in like some Warcraft stuff. I came from the day of, PvP servers in Warcraft. I always did PvP servers just because it kept you on your toes and stuff. It added an extra intricacy to the game that was already, a long grind anyway. But I think this isn't like a PvP type area. Well, there is an area, but it's not like you can't go to the open world that's designed as part of the single player campaign and expect it to be PvP. I think there are designated PvP areas. But anyway, we have 69,000 and that's shared across the still 69,000 gold that we share that across all the servers. All my characters share the same gold. So I'm going to do this. What that does is that basically it breaks it down into components for us, but some of those things now become usable as wardrobe transmogs. I'm curious what we look like because we also share unlocked. Like if my rogue finds a legendary item from the chest and we break it down, it'll show up as something we can use. But coincidentally, it'll actually show it what the equivalent thing would be for a different class. So like right here, like we can do like this one. We can look like this, which we haven't found that piece of armor. But our default look like that. It's just base armor, right? we can look like this. Look like this. And look like that. And these are all pieces that we haven't found yet. But because I found a similar piece on a different character, we have these to unlock. You see. So I could go around looking like that. I actually like that one. It kind of matches. And our character can always look like this now, if we want to. And then we can even go with the default, or we can do like, look like that. Ooh, looks nice. I think we'll do that. So we will always look like this. We can always turn it off though. If we want to, we can go like this and do like that. But we can always look like that now. It's these little things, quality of life improvements that I just love so far in this game. They didn't have to do this stuff, but they did it. All right. Now this is what I was talking about when he talks like in past tense. The next dialogue that he has, he does that, and I don't know why.
Apologies.
He also gave me this amulet. What is it?
The Mark of the Haradrim. An ancient order of scholars and mages, sworn to protect Sanctuary from demons. These days, we are few in number. There is another Haradrim, Donan. His breadth of knowledge about demons is equal only to his hubris.
Sounds like he could help us.
You should seek him out in Skosglen. But don't forget about the cathedral. They'll be expecting you, and they might prove to be useful allies too.
You're not coming with me?
I'm going to the Dry Steppes to find out who that pale man is. Join me when you can, just be careful. Your ties to Lilith, the visions you see. You are the key to finding her and stopping whatever she has planned.
So right about here, he does narration.
Our paths in life are set to collide. We just don't know it. Whether it is by accident or fate's hand, there is nothing we can do about it. The wanderer lost in the storm, fed the blood of Lilith, saved by a lone monk. Different lives and incidents drawn together. By what? Destiny? Or some greater power pulling the strings? I did not know. But at the time, I thought I had the chance to protect humanity from the daughter of hatred. The Wanderer's connection to her gave me hope. Imagine that.
And that's where it like pops up with this. But I've already bought the game. I bought it like day one. When they announced it that of when you could buy it, I bought it. And I'm not ashamed. But look at these. Like I said, there's some like leaks, some memory leaks. That's why these skeletons do this little funny thing right here. Like, that's why I wish they would be unsummoned in town. Because you can imagine, like, if there's 5 of us in town, like even just 5 of us, that means that there's up to 25 skeletons just, they got to render, right? So it just doesn't make any sense to have them. Just shouldn't have them around town. They would spook everybody out anyway. You seem concerned.
Yes, well, Bozan has yet to return from delivering our tithing demands to Menestad. Perhaps you could sweep the roads and see what's taking him so long. The cathedral must receive its dues.
I cannot do that here.
Okay. So we're going to go over here real quick. Because this is like an emote. They're trying to teach you how to do emotes in the game. So we're just going to do that. It's easy XP.
The new militia recruits have been training night and day. They deserve a little praise. But I can't let them see me as soft. Mind giving them a cheer for me? Easy coin for you, a boost of confidence for the recruits, and I get to go on being the hard ass. Everybody wins.
I'll handle it.
I love whoever did her voice, the Necromancer voice. Okay, so we do this. Let me customize. Go here. Yeah. And then do that. I'll need that one later too. Save changes. And we go up here and then we do just cheer.
Impressive.
And then we come back here. I encourage them.
Thanks. I hope they don't get used to it.
But like I said, easy XP. Okay. So we already got better gear. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, I just obviously during dialogues the skeletons go away, so there's no reason to have them in town at all. They should just auto dismiss when they're in town. That's what I'm going to suggest to Blizzard. Look, they don't need to be here. Just dismiss them.
We were born in sin, children of darkness. But the Father's light can be sought through penitence and faith. Walk in the light. We must be ever vigilant against sin, brother.
Yes, Reverend Mother.
Let the light of Inarius burn away wickedness. Let not temptation lead you from his holy radiance. Let righteousness sear away corruption and sin. Cast out thy darkness, for only light must remain.
Cast out thine darkness, for only light must remain.
Is this the one from the west?
Yes, Reverend Mother. Did Lorath not accompany you?
He sent me on without him.
Putting faith in that old man was a mistake. What could possibly be of greater import?
Lilith.
So, you know. We have received word from one of our knights of a demon sighting in Gale Valley. The description matches too closely to the sighting in the west. If you would travel to Yelesna and take stock of the events there, you would have the gratitude of the Cathedral of Light. I had thought to send Lorath, but...
Again, he fails in his duty.
With or without Lorath, the will of Inarius shall be done.
So they're very big into Inarius. That's their savior.
Here, take the knight's report before you go.
Reverend Mother, I received a report of a potential demon sighting. Horned woman near Yelesna Mines. Performed routine inspection, nothing yet. Sent in priest and escort of knights. We'll report in when we find something.
You know Lorath, the person that we talked to at the cottage and that we came to the city with, that's Lorath.
His skill is unmatched. But as you can see, he's not so reliable.
It's not out of indifference. He went off searching for a pale man who accompanied Lilith.
So someone is helping her. How easily the souls of men sink to darkness.
I'm gonna try something. Okay.
She is spawn of a prime evil. Mark my words, Nervest was but the beginning. She will kill again. But our father, the angel Inarius, is prophesied to defeat her. Where there is faith, there need not be fear.
What happened in Yelesna?
One of our flock, the watch commander, Vigo, sent word of a demon sighting. A girl claimed to see a horned woman. The risk is too great to dismiss. Seek him out. He should be well into his search.
Okay. Close. All right. Like if I could unsummon the skeletons, I probably would. They're just annoying. All right, let's see what we got. Map. So we're supposed to go this way. We're going to go over here first, though. That was just a real quick quest that we can go do. Like I said, I still need practice with how to do stuff in this particular class. Oops. Rubber banding. Yeah, leaving the city isn't as hard as coming into a city. It's just the servers that adjust for it are just weird. Okay. I'm curious now. There is a event right here. I'm curious how it would work with got my finger on the wrong button. Oh. What is it? Okay. Interesting.
I'm low on essence.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm out of essence.
There we go. Well, we did it. Yeah. It is definitely tricky. Oh. It's because I was using the wrong button. That's what my problem's been. Okay. I just had my finger on the wrong button. Okay. Let me take a look at what we got. So that's better. That's not any better. That's not... I can't use that. That's for sorcerers. And that's not any better. Okay. Working. We're test. So that's my first crash with OBS since we did everything. So I'm looking at my phone, making sure that everything's working. I may have to hold on. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're good. Okay. All right, sorry about that. So I wasn't expected to crash at that point. I was expecting all these other little things that we did. But I will say that whenever there's a lot of demand on the server, that has happened. So I have no way of controlling that. It's just when there's so much lag, the OBS will crash. But shouldn't happen very often. We should be good. So we're going to do that. There we go. But I got this new ability and I really, really like it. Love it. Love it. So hopefully this will work better. Yeah. There we go.
I am so very grateful. I will need to make the necessary arrangements. Please, excuse me.
You are excused.
How did this happen? I shouldn't be holding this in my hands. It should be.
Restraint, my lord. Restraint.
Ah, yes. Of course. Carry on, Misty.
I think this one gives us the jewels. Hey, what do you need?
An arrangement I made went awry, and I was extorted by the ruffian Laskus for protection. He's camped somewhere near the pass to the northwest. Return the gemstones he stole, and I'll make it worth your while.
So the nice thing about, I think, and I'll have to go back and look, but when YouTube sees that I'm not streaming, but I've created a scheduled stream, it'll piggyback to the last, when it last was getting information. So if my OBS crashes and I get back on, it's not a problem. Whereas in Twitch, it like sends alerts to everybody and it goes, you know, if that happens like 5-6 times, then it gets annoying for anybody who's following the channel. But this one, you'll probably get an alert, but it at least won't, like on the VODs, you won't see it broken apart. It'll be all together. You know? That's my understanding. I'll have to go back and look at it. Okay, which one is this one? Oh, this is the jar. We have to collect anima. So we have to collect these things. Nice. I think I have a good build here. I'm pretty happy with it because I'm able to use my special ability and it works really well. And it's not that expensive. So like that. And then my guys clean up the rest. And then if I want to, I do this and I make him a little bit more overpowered. I like this build. It makes sense to me. And then the only thing I've been doing is putting points into the warrior mastery. They'll be able to do 30% more. Hard to say no to 30% more than their base. But this ability that I have, this one. Well, I'm always going to have skeletons, so let me do this. Hold on. Let's do... Oh no, I don't want to join the event. Let's do this. Let's remember what we did. This. 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 What? I can't refund as required to keep a cluster unlocked? Oh, I see. Let's undo. How do I... Oops. No. Okay. So we did... I don't understand. Okay. So let's do one more in there. Oh, I did that. That's what I did. I see. I see. Okay. So now we'll put another point. No, hold on. Fire 3 bone splinters. Each subsequent time an enemy is hit by the same cast, you gain 1 essence. Oh. So is this purely ranged? Lucky hit chance is 17%. This is 40%. I don't know. Let's see what this does. First of all, let's see what it does. I don't want an event. I just want a monster. Well, give me something. Oh. So it's what, sucking life from them? What's it doing? It lags like this, and this only happened when it was like there's co-op out there. Right now there's a ton of people getting on to play Diablo, so I'm thinking that'll diminish. There were a lot of people that even when they tried to teleport back to town, that it would break their stream. For me, I'd rather break the stream than break OBS, but OBS has to encode, and when it can't connect the code, it just crashes on me. So mine is the worst problem I think you could have. But I know my OBS is working so much better than it's ever worked before, and it's still kind of crashing. So it's one of those things. But the thing I like about YouTube is that it should piggyback onto the last time it stopped. So I appreciate it, Banana. Thanks for telling me, because I'm getting into trying to make the build that I don't have time for OBS and its nonsense, you know? I don't want to face this guy. I want a mob. I want... So. I think that's good. I think that works really well. If I'm understanding this right, this says blood orbs heal you, and it's a 20% chance to form a blood orb and heal you for 15% of your maximum life when picked up. So it's kind of like Diablo 3. See, I don't want to do this if it's just going to create a blood orb that falls off of enemies anyway. I want to do this if it's going to actually generate health automatically. But this says you have to pick it up. And I don't want to do that if that's the case. I'm going to go with decompose. I'm going to go with that. And we're going to do another rink. Present. Hey bees, how are you doing? I had an entire stream, no problem, and then it OBS crashed a couple times. But I think that has to do with the server issues that I'm having. But I mean, I expected it. You know, I'm not a necromancer. Usually I know less about this class than any other class in Diablo. So I'm learning it. But I'm really loving it. I'm really loving it. And I'm trying to remember the build I did. So that way I can just go back to playing the game. But I think I like this. I think this is the way to go. Okay. But do you feel necrofancy? Yeah, it's a really good design. I love everything about this Necromancer so far. I'm just trying to figure it out. And OBS is crashing on me at the same time. And I'm like, what? Let me just figure this out. What did we do? Skeletal Mastery. That's right. That's what we did. We did that. And I don't know. I think we'll do more of this. I think that's what I want to do. Or do I want to put more into skeletal? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so I can make them either skirmishers, defenders, or reapers. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay. Well, here we go. We're finally ready to play the game. Oh, boy. And you see how like these skeletons are just kind of like hopping forward? That's just memory leak stuff. You know, the game's just not optimized. But it's a beta, you know? I don't hate what I've seen so far. I'm pretty sure they'll fix this. I've come for your gemstones belonging to Meros.
Meros sent you. That spineless merchant.
Huh.
This will cost him dearly.
Will it? Whew. We kind of obliterated him. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I probably would go with the health one if I knew that it just regenerated me based on a 20% chance to hit. But it says I have to go pick it up. But I pick up blood orbs anyway, you know? So I don't think that's the way. I think it's just a rehash of the current design in the game. So yeah, I guess we could try to do this again with our new build. Oh, never mind. Somebody already did it. Look at that. See what's going on? See this rubber banding? This is a server thing. Look at this. See? Yeah, the network's just confused. But like I said, I'm enjoying everything so far. I really think that the skeletons should just disappear when you come into town. They just create rendering problems anyway, you know? But yeah, how are you doing, Bees? How is your thing? Bees, y'all. Bees has gotten like mega big. She, you know, her stream's gotten so large she has to go visit Japan now. And visit her Japanese fans. So that's what's going on in Bees' world.
So, the deed is done. Excellent. I knew you would prove worthy of my trust.
Yeah,
I'm
excellent.
sure you've heard the new word as it spreads. We will no longer suffer at the hands of the lesser. Our strength, our might, our destiny is to triumph over the weak.
Okay. Gold well spent. Let's see. All right, let's see if there's anything. Oh, that is better. Finally got a het piece. I'm good, Legion. How are you? And thank you. You're so sweet. Nah. Now, Bees just has to go visit all of her adoring fans in Japan now, apparently. That's what's going on. It's good to... Oh, that's a little bit better. But is it actually better? Because this one has resistance, but... But yeah, I saw this like little video today with Maxwell and a couch and a blob of a dog, and the dog was kind of like bouncing, and it was the couch that was also dancing, and then Maxwell and the dog were on the couch that was dancing. So maybe I'll take that video, and since you don't have Maxwell anymore, maybe I'll give him a home here. You know.
Not while I'm in town.
Okay. So let's go do this. It's way over here. Maxwell, yeah. Do 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 do. Yeah. Yeah. Maxwell needs a home. Look at that. Demolished them. We absolutely demolished them. So what is this? Oh, here's an altar. Kind of hidden. Kind of hidden. Yeah, I like this build. I like it. Song is always stuck in my head. Yeah, I know. It's a good song. I like it. Do 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 do. And it's just this cat that dances around, but doesn't move somehow. Man, how can you not like this build? Look at that. So again, what I'm doing is that I have the skeletal warriors, I have an extra skeletal warrior, and then I have this ability that when I have maximum and there's a corpse on the ground, I can do this, and for 5 seconds it buffs them. And I could do this this alternate attack, and that does an immediate scythe attack, like a ranged. How can you hate that? It's pretty simple. I haven't seen anybody build like this though. So maybe it's me. Maybe I'm in the wrong. but I like it. I think it's a pretty good build. These derpy skeletons. See this? Yeah. I need to get rid of some of my gear here. So I bet you we could actually get a better transmog for our helmet. Let me do that real quick. All right. All right, so for our helmet, we could do this, that. Ooh, look at that. Could do that. Do this. Or we could do that. Ooh, looks good. I think we'll do that. Confirm look. Nice. All right, come on, skillies. Come on, skilly boys. It's yeah.
Came apart nicely.
All right. Who would win? A bunch of skelly boys or Diablo? Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, you see that rubber banding? That's what I was talking about, like the server, like doing that. And then my OBS is trying to render while it's streaming, and so that's just causing it to kind of crash. Yeah, look at that. You gotta like this build. I mean, again, I've been watching some streams today with necromancers. I'm not a necromancer person, but I haven't seen this build. Have not. Come on. Oh, never mind. Okay. Let's go. Event joined.
We demand blood.
So as you kill stuff, the blood pulls in here. So you want them to come into the thing. Okay. Yeah. No, come in here. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. That's even better. Yeah, you have these obols that you collect down here at the bottom. I'm kind of covering it. Let me show you. Oh, I don't have it on the left-hand side yet. Ooh. I don't have a... Let me make sure that the left-hand side doesn't have... No, it doesn't. Let's add game smooth, and then now it's not. So there might be some software conflict that I have, and it just would require a total reboot. But we'll give it a shot. We'll see how this goes. If it fixes it, it fixes it. If it doesn't, then I'll just go back to recording and editing my old information from the old playthrough that I have on YouTube right now. because I need to finish that too. And I only have this weekend to do it. So we'll give it a shot. Yeah, that's just, I hate having to like keep an eye on two things at one time. I mean, obviously this doesn't happen when I'm doing my Mass Effect playthroughs, so it's related to the fact that there's something going on with the game. I don't know. Okay. All right. Captain Anchors.
What do you need?
Prava sent me. I'm looking for Vigo.
You and that nuisance of a child both. Girl's been nagging us about that demon woman all week. Vigo's gone, looking into her claims. He should be at the mining camp north of here. Whole escort of knights went missing there last week, along with the girl's mother and another woman. Watch yourself out there.
Okay. Yeah. The only thing about some of the side quests I do not like is that they should be an option. In other words, when we talk to this person, believe it or not, sometimes we'll actually like say, oh, I need to go find my brother. And it's this long ass quest that you have to go do with him in tow. I'm like, what if I don't want to go do that right now? What if I never want to go do that? I mean, it should just be an option, yes or no. They may add that, but at the moment it's like, oh, you want to do this? I got to go find my brother. And then you're off on this like 20-minute quest that you don't want to do right now, you know? So Christina, she wants to find her husband. So, oh yeah, we got to do this. Yeah. So this guy is way over here. See. This one on the other hand is right there. Let's go over there. Oh, I know. Let's there's a bunch of ghouls over here, so we could just do this quest real quick. I think this guy wants me to just collect ghoul specimens or something like that, or I don't know. Something like that. We'll see. What kind of services you provide?
I provide a steady supply of, shall we say, specimens for the clergy nearby. However, their desire for knowledge has become more dangerous to satisfy. I require a host of intact ghoul hearts from the surrounding area. There's something special about the ravenous dead nearby. They can reanimate with only a few drops of blood. I'd venture out and retrieve these myself, but I'm more accustomed to dealing with the fully dead. Your discretion is appreciated, of course, and you will be rewarded.
Yeah, this song right here I didn't get a chance to record. So I need to go back in and at some point and record this song. Because you can hear it, it's different. Okay. Let's go over here. Okay. Alright, let's go this way. Come on, Skelly boys. Oh, okay, so we got them all. Let's return to town, turn that in. Where's the blacksmith? Oh, here it is.
Father bless. What do you need?
Okay. It's I always say disenchant. You're just basically breaking down for components. But I've returned.
Excellent work, friend. Ghoul-hearts seem to have captivated the clergy as of late. It's no surprise, really. Understanding your enemy is the first step to defeating them.
There you go. All right. Let's do this. All right. Well, we're getting somewhere.
Not while I'm in town.
Not while I'm in town. All right. Yeah, going that way. Well, let's go. So, we've been... There we go. I think I've been streaming for about 3.5 hours. My son's supposed to come home from work, and his laptop wasn't really optimized for the game. He's got a good laptop. He's got a really good laptop. So I know it'll play the game. So he just needs to tweak something on his computer. He was saying that he needs more RAM. I don't think he needs any more RAM. With the laptop I got him was pretty exceptional. I didn't skimp on it. So I'll have to just look at it. But this game has like right here, like look at this. It has just known issues. It's got memory leaks. It's got a bunch of stuff. So you could have like all the memory in the world. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to run any better. But it's a beta, you know? I get it. But there's a few things that I can do to help him with the optimization. Why is stuff not showing on the ground? There it is. Okay. I like how even the shielded enemies, my ability goes right through them. So
more strangers in the camp.
right here. When okay. I gotta remember where this is because yeah, the music was really good right up to that point. I don't know why it changed. Okay.
Are you Vigo? I was sent.
Hey! I know what I saw. She had horns like a beast. Strode right past where you stand. To think my mother's trapped in there with her. You let my mother through, sir. Shouldn't you be responsible for her safety?
We have soldiers stationed inside.
You should be worried about them, too. Maybe you can help me.
Well, what do we got? What brings you to Yelesna?
My mother and I studied the Haradrim. We were onto something big. But then she ran off. It's not like her to abandon the hunt.
Okay. Why are these mines sealed off?
Mines are closed on church orders. They're not safe. Especially not for children.
All right. So I've got to take my first break. Like I said, I think I've been streaming for about 3.5 hours. At least 3 hours. I know that. I don't think it says it on the YouTube thing. So let me go do that real quick. I'll be right back. And let me just give you a little wolf pup. Okay. Sorry about that. I was seeing if I was going to make myself something to eat real quick. So, let's go on to continue with the quest Reverend Prava sent me.
She did.
The horned woman is the demon Lilith.
No, that can't be. My mother taught me that name. You speak of the daughter of hatred.
Yes.
Did Frava mention me? She wasn't angry, was she?
There's more than your job at stake here.
Come on. Let's get this over with.
Let's get this over with. Okay. Come on, let's go. All right. My little skilly guys.
The damn hoist is stuck. We've got to go on foot.
I mean, that's what we've been doing.
Look out!
Hey, that's my mother's charm on your wrist.
It's mine now, girl. She gave it to me when I let her and her friend pass through.
Okay. Let's go. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's the only downside, is that sometimes that Reaper action, what is it called? Sever. It misses. So, yeah.
Maybe we should go back. Round up the knights.
And leave my mother in Lilith's care for as long as that will take? No. I'm going on.
Okay. Let's go. Let us go. Let us to Tomato go.
Beams are too damn old. Shaking like leaves.
I do kind of think that for the main quest story stuff, some of these should be shorter as far as how long it takes you to get from point A to point B, because I just don't see the necessity to make it this long, you know? It's not an experience level thing, because the enemies you face are level to you. They scale. So I don't really see a big urgency to make them make these dungeons any longer than what they are. Now, the top world stuff, the top world dungeons, if they're a little bit longer, I could kind of see that. But the main quest stuff, I don't see the necessity to make them any longer. I think they're a little bit too long, and that's from somebody who loves long content. Okay, so we got a level. I like the fact too that I can continue to grab my essence using ranged weaponry. I don't have to get up on them. So I'm liking this build more and more.
What's special about this place anyway? What would draw Lilith here?
Hell if I know. Frava doesn't tell us anything. No one goes in, nothing comes out. That's all.
Okay. We have a new ability. We've already maximized our skeletal warriors. In 2 more abilities, we'll be able to unlock something down here. What is this? This is Decrepify. Curse a target area. Enemies afflicted by Decrepified are slowed by 40% and deal 20% less damage. So we can put that on ourselves. Like where we stand. Oh. Skeletal Mage Mastery. You deal 4% increased damage to distant enemies. Ooh. For somebody who's already using mostly ranged attacks, that's pretty good. Close enemies take 2% more damage from you and deal 3% less damage to you. Okay. Okay, so what do we got? We could put a point into detonate a corpse. Maybe. I do like my sever. We could experiment with it. We could play around with it. We could do this, or we could do thorns. Bone prison. I'm sorry. I keep calling this thorns. Spiked armor. Gain 8 thorns. So I guess it's just. I don't know what that does. I mean, does it just? Is it like a paladin in Diablo 2, where you have a constant thorny armor on you that when they attack you they get hit? Is that what that is? Wish it gave a little bit more description. I'm going to do the corpse explosion. Grim harvest. Consuming a corpse. No. Let's do this. Okay. So defenders. Every 8 seconds, your skeletal defenders negate the next instance of direct damage they would take. Okay. Negate the next... Okay. Increase the amount of thorns that your defender warrior inherit from you for 30 to 50%. What are thorns? You gain 15% non-physical resistance, but you can no longer raise skeletal warriors. Oh, I still don't like that. 30% increased damage, but have 15% reduced life. Durable shield bearers with 50% increased life. I don't know. So far the skirmishers have just been living just fine. Until I run into a problem, I don't need to change it. You know? I think we're good. Yeah, until they've shown that they're too squishy, I don't think we need to change it. Come on, skelly boys. Okay. We're here.
No lift. The jam must be deeper down.
Okay.
Locked. Over here. I can squeeze through to the other side.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
You see how well the game is working right now? And that's because I'm not dealing with network issues. It's strictly a single person area. That was done quick. Let's do that one. And it's not always like, if you look at your weaponry stuff, it's not like right here. If we do shift to compare, it increases my armor, but then I would lose. I don't care about the resistance stuff, but essence cost reduction. I need to keep this on. Plus it gives me 5 intelligence. So I need to keep these boots on. So there you go. It's not just about armor.
That was quick thinking.
Sure.
Why would your mother leave you like that?
She wouldn't. Or she shouldn't have. I'm sure she had good reason.
See, like all this is just not necessary. I don't know why we have this extra dungeon stuff. You know, I get, you know, going through 1 or 2 doors, but just seems a bit excessive. I don't know.
Dead end.
Okay. Take a look at what we got. Dexterity.
Damn mine's caving in.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this. See that corpse explosion? Totally forgot I had that. I've been so used to not. Okay. Oh, chest. Okay.
Dead end.
Yes, we know. We know it's a dead end. You've said it. All right. Come on now. Let's go.
I'm not dying here.
Well, there's nothing attacking us. Relax.
Over there. An opening.
Indeed. So, anyway. Yeah, I have the corpse explosion. I totally forget that I had it because I've been using base and core abilities this whole time. I mean, it's really kind of great. What is it, Nereo?
That statue. It's her. The way I saw her.
Lilith.
We need to find my mother.
All right, let's go.
Over there, the hoist.
Hoist.
At last, I'll ride out. Oh, hell. A demon. Here? Slain? What happened? We need reinforcements.
There we go.
No, we can.
What was that?
It came from beyond the gate.
Let's go. Let's go figure out what that was.
The escort. They're all dead.
Sounds like me in the morning. Who did this?
Vigo. It was one of the women you sent. Only she wasn't human. She was a demon, like the statue. Claims she mothered sanctuary. It was a dead bloodbath.
The other woman, Venard. Where is she?
She begged for her life. Lilith spared her. Let her deeper in. Give up, girl. She's lost. Vigo, you must listen. Steel did nothing. Spells, prayers, all useless. Go to Corval. Tell Pro. Raise the army. The father. Evil itself. Locks sanctuary. Do this for
me.
Me.
He is dead.
I'm done for. Your mother told me this trinket would bring good fortune. To think I trusted her.
She bribed you with it, didn't she? You weren't supposed to let her through at all. But it's not too late. She can still be saved.
Not by me. Not anymore. Prava will know what to do.
You're leaving us? Abandoning her?
There's nothing left to abandon. She's good as dead. I'm sorry, kid.
Mm-hmm.
He really just left us.
He left us. He left us.
It's up to us now.
All right. Well, if it's up to us, then... All right. So here's the...
Lilith can't be too far.
These various things I'm going to show in the playthrough that I'm doing on the sorcerer side. So it's, you know, it's just lore stuff. So I'll breeze by that so we can just get to playing the game, you know? This part, again, is it's just about the right length in my opinion, because there's lots of like little story between each thing, but then on the back end, it is too long. The good thing about it is that it helps you kind of train your skills and gives you you know, some levels, but I do think it's a little long on the backside of this quest.
What is this? How your mind races. Yes, I am Lilith, mother of sanctuary. Daughter of hatred. I have what you seek. You hunger for knowledge. You dragged your child all over sanctuary in pursuit of it.
No, I taught her how to survive.
Is that what you want to believe? Drop the act. You have questions. I have answers. I know the fabric of the cosmos.
Everything I've read has warned me against you.
You've read so much, yet know so little. Will you accept my offer?
I don't know. Will you let me try? I want to try.
Your mother is alive. She came this way with Lilith.
How can you be sure?
Oh. Sometimes I see visions of the past. I saw them.
What? How?
Lilith's petals. Her blood was fed to me once.
Okay. All right. Ooh, there's so many like little things that are going on. It's hard to keep track of it all. But I'm getting used to it. Here's another little thing. that time I did the corpse explosion. All right. All right. Let's go up here. Yeah. All right. I am interested in the skeleton mages, though. I don't have them yet. I think I have to be at 15 to get the skelemages. But I'm liking where this one's taking me. Okay. I do have to keep an eye on my health, though. There's kind of enough going on that I can't just let that go. That's why I was hoping to find something that would actually regenerate me as I'm doing stuff, because that's the one thing that I can't seem to keep on autopilot for me. Yeah. Like if there was a way to siphon health, like I can do that in the rogue. You can actually, like, your critical, if you, like, I try to max out my, I got the hiccups, the critical as much as I could, and then I have a talent that gives you a percentage chance, I think it's like 25% chance, to increase your health with every critical strike. So, because the rogue moves so fast, that can happen pretty quick. And so you can be, like, low on health, and I just would refill just by attacking. I was looking for something like that with the Necromancer. I thought that would happen, but I haven't seen a talent yet for that. This is Rathma. It says, she was so proud in the telling of this part. Lilith and Inarius bore a son together, Rathma. He is wise beyond years, the first to entangle the power of necromancy. She says his lair lies deeper in. And this is, it says chalk writing over ancient symbols, and that's the title's Rathma. Okay, next area. Let's go.
So curious. You are eager to know why you were spared.
Yes,
Do you have faith in me?
I want to.
Good. For now, all you need know is that we are going to meet my son.
Rathma, the first necromancer.
He is that, and more. He is the key to my plans.
It sounds like they're searching for Lilith's son, Rathma. Mother, what are you thinking?
So, here's what I'm observing, though. Lilith is not making her do this. Lilith is actively trying to get her to be on her side. So I think that says a lot about Lilith, and maybe we're not too far away from it, and then I'll probably shut off the stream, because I mean, I either need a reboot or something. I mean, I am almost sure that it's the network issues that I'm having with Blizzard, because I don't have these problems when I'm doing Mass Effect. I don't have these problems when I'm doing any other game. I mean, if I crash, it's because it's a graphical intense hiccups again issue that I'm having, but I'm not having any of those things with this game. None. So let's see, blood-soaked runic orb. I mean, it's possible that the graphics, because it has been known that when there's like memory leaks, that it like spikes up and it like causes certain GPUs to just go into overdrive. and it can't render anymore, and that crashes OBS. But you would think that that would crash like also the game, and no, it only crashes OBS. It's the goofiest thing. Anyway, so this gives me Blood Mist. Remember when we were talking like I didn't take Blood Mist, but now if I equip this, it will give me Blood Mist. We also found a ring, which we don't have a ring at all, so that's good. So if we put this on, we don't have a weapon here, but now we have Blood Mist, and we can put that talent into our little thing there in our options. So this is two-handed. Let's put that over here. Let's put this Wise Boot Blade. Let's see. Put that there. Okay. All stats +4. Yeah, let's do that instead. Yeah. Yeah. So I think we're good. Now we have like this. I love that little orb though. It looks cool. See how we're holding it? I mean, it looks neat. So, like I said, I'll continue to play, and then we'll get to a point where if it becomes unplayable, then that's different. But I just wish it would. I just wish it wouldn't crash like after I've gotten used to it and had a false sense of what's going on. You know. Like, it'll not crash for like 30 minutes, and then it does, and then I'm not expecting it to. You know? Okay. Well, let's go. Okay. Okay. Where are we at? Okay, let's go this way. Got a new level. And that also reminds me, that blood, where is it? Blood Mist? Thought it was in here. Hold on. What was it called? Blood Mist leaves a trail that lasts 4 seconds and deals 22 shadow damage per second to enemies who stand in it. Okay. Okay. So it doesn't grant it to me. I thought it did. But if we take it, that's what it'll do. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, let's give it a shot. See there? And it's got a cooldown, so good to know. Good to know. Okay. All right. Okay. So, this is our door.
Blocked again. Does Lilith know we're coming?
We did it. Yeah, this build is kind of crazy.
You've mastered your fear, but I still sense your pain. You miss your daughter.
My magpie. She's scared right now. She must be.
Go. Or stay. It is
See,
time to
giving her an option.
I trained her well. She's a good kid. Strong. She'll be all right.
You've chosen well, my child. To reach Rathma, we will need to cross a lake at the bottom of these ruins. It requires a ritual. I will teach you.
See?
As you wish, Mother.
So now she's fully aligned her to
You're
Lilith.
ready for lesson 1. Blood is the key.
What did you see this time? I don't need sparing. Tell me.
Lilith plans to teach your mother a ritual. One that needs blood. Your mother seemed receptive.
We have to reach them.
Yeah. So, again, it really just seems like Lilith is probably deceiving her, but because it's her nature to, but she's not bullying her. You know, she's given her the opportunity to do things, not telling her to do things. So okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Nice. Yeah, we're kind of just mowing them down. Hammer. Oh, didn't even see her. And Lilith is the mother of all succubus too. She's the mother of Sanctuary, obviously, but I think she invented the demon of the succubus, because the succubus are demons too. But I think she's like their queen or something like that. I can't remember the exact details of what that relationship is. Come on. So oh crap. That was the trap. I stepped right in it. So again, we're that particular ability, this one hold on. Right here, this blood mist. I think normally it says becoming immune for 3 seconds. Your movement speed is reduced by 20%. You periodically deal 1 to 2% damage to enemies and healing to your maximum life. So I think the artifact that we found which is, well, it's our left-handed weapon, basically. It's this focus. It says it leaves a trail that lasts 4 seconds and deals 22 shadow damage per second to enemies who stand in it. So that's why I wanted to go to that kind of like that little mini boss that was there and activate it while I was directly underneath him, you see. So it made me immune and it caused him damage. These traps need to be a little bit more obvious because I didn't see them at all. I know where I see them. I'm not looking for them. So it's not a design thing. It's probably a me thing, but they could be a little bit more obvious. I did wrong timing on that. Wasn't very good at doing that. Right. Let's go this way first. I think this is the main room, the main entrance. I think. See, I did that one better. It's just it's a combination attack. I'm trying to like rotate things, and I'm just not remembering everything just yet. Yeah, it seems like one-on-one, that's where I'm having the most problems. When there's multiple mobs and stuff, I'm able to kind of manipulate their situation, their damage. Okay. Yeah. There we go.
This barrier. It looks like the same kind of magic as before.
Demons approach. We need to get through.
I think I can dispel it.
Okay, we did it. That was a little hairy. Little hairy. You did it, huh? You did it all yourself. Well, I'll give you the credit. That's fine. Whatever. Is anything here? Nope. All right. Let's go. Okay. Storming the gates. How sweet the taste. Lilith, this is Anarius apparently. How sweet the taste. Lilith asked me to aid in a ritual. Oh no, I guess not. This is not Anarius. Oh wait a minute, it is. Sacrifice a priest from the escort. Yeah, no, this is not Anarius. He had no fight. He just prayed as we made his blood useful. Forgive my hand? I'm still shaking. Power dances along my bones. I walk the path of our maker now. I think this is her mother who wrote that. Which is a bit weird because she was just... How does she inscribe that into stone?
I will follow you to the ends of Sanctuary, Mother.
Okay. Well, here we go. See how we do.
There she is.
Oh. Go ahead. I have your back.
Mother?
Yeah, we'll do this one and then we'll make all the stream. Because again, I have to do some editing and stuff too.
Beyond this lake lies the necropolis of the first.
But I appreciate everybody coming by and suffering through my ordeals with the network stuff.
I opened the way for Lilith, but I could not pass through with her. I lack divine element, you see.
Stop.
But I can find it. I'm so close. I simply need...
Mother, stop. Look at what Lilith has done to you. You're writing in your own blood.
My little magpie. She awakened me. She showed me things I can't even put into words. Once I've finished, you will understand.
I don't care what she showed you. Please, let's just get out of here.
Oh, I see. Yes, clever magpie. Trying to lead me away so you can take all this for yourself. This is my discovery, not yours. I will finish these runes with your blood.
Oh, you
Here we go.
stop this.
Look at the gifts she's given me.
Mother, no!
You won't take what's mine.
Oh, there it is. Didn't even see her.
Please! I don't want you to die!
We're doing good. We're doing good. So they're taking our life. Okay.
No!
No? I'm sorry.
You were protecting me. I don't want to hate you. I'm trying. I really am. We're going to make Lilith pay for what she's done. So we need blessed blood. Go back to your Prava. Get that blessing. Beg if you need to. Whatever it takes. My mother started this damn ritual. I'm going to finish it. Meet me in the Mistral Woods.
Why there?
The Horadrim hid a vault there. Finding it was her life's work. So much for that. Maybe it will help with the ritual. If not, at least I can bury her where she'd want. I need time. I'm sorry. Just leave me.
Okay. So, again, Lilith convinced her to follow her, but ultimately Lilith needed something like this to happen. So she did convince her of her own accord to do these things, but it's to Lilith's own agenda. Don't get that confused. So it's just interesting where this is kind of going. It's hard to say who's, got the, I don't know. It's really hard to say, like, whether Lilith or maybe Anarius will be the person we follow, or help, or whatever it is. It's really hard to tell at this point. Because Lilith has not made anybody do anything. Not really. She just basically said, here's another side. And people have gone that way. So, anyway, let me do this. This may break the game. We'll see. I've seen it break other people's streams. It hasn't in the past, last weekend, but this weekend it has broken some streams. So we'll see. Okay, we're good. We're good. So sorry about that. But yeah, so I didn't want to leave you guys without any, thoughts before we said goodbye for the night. But yeah, clearly, I mean, every time I go into like a co-op area or whatever, it's risky. So until they get everything kind of smoothed out, I probably won't stream Diablo, but I will record it. And I will put on YouTube the story portion, which is, what we like to do on the channel. I don't know. I don't know what we'll do this particular weekend. Normally on Saturdays I'm on Twitch, and I've been doing Jedi Fallen Order, but I'll probably be doing this game. Legion's leaving already. Hey Razor, how you doing? Well, no, I've been streaming for about 4 hours since, 3.5, almost 4 hours, almost 4 hours. The network, when it is, so it's trying to send information. And it's trying to draw the screens, of course. And I'm trying to stream at the same time. So my particular OBS, the way everything's set up, it sometimes overloads the encoder and it just crashes OBS. At least it's not crashing the game, because then we'd be in queue for 20 minutes at a time trying to get back in. Well, means you're leaving me. Yeah, it's good to see you, Razor. I mean, I sent Blast a message in Discord and said, hey, look, are you planning on doing any kind of like guild or anything? He's like, I don't know. Probably. I don't know. Haven't thought about it. But, I was hoping maybe I'd run into him during the game. Maybe we could do some dungeons together or something. I could just get on we could get on each other's Discord and just chat it up. But whatever. That's what we're doing. But yeah, I've been playing the Necro. I think I have a pretty good build here, actually. My skill tree is basically, I took 1 point here because I have an item. It's my focus. It's my left-handed offhand thing, and it has this extra enhanced thing that it does with blood mist. So I had to take blood mist for that. A lot of the items that you get in this game, they give you the ability. But that one just enhanced it, so I kind of had to take it. But I've got this Sever, and it's a Spectre of Youth charges forward, so it's not actually you, so it doesn't get damaged. It just does damage, and it comes back. And I have this extra enhanced Sever where it does 25% along the initial path, in addition to the damage. And I just took 2 points in here and Decompose, which increases my essence, which is kind of like your mana pool. Lucky hit chance is 42%. That's almost 50%, which is kind of like, I don't even know how to equate it, but I guess it's kind of like a critical. But anyway, it says tear the flesh from the enemy, dealing 48 damage per second and forming a usable corpse with the flesh every 2.5 seconds. So if it drops, that means if I have a skeleton that dies, after 2.5 seconds, I can use it to make another skeleton. Most of the time, I haven't even needed to. If I did this one instead, it would be every 2 seconds. But that's melee. And that only does 17% lucky hit and 15 to 9. This one is 48. It's crazy, the difference. And it's ranged. So I'm never really in danger of if I do it right. I'd love to face a world boss using this build. So, it sounds like him. Well, but I am enjoying the game tremendously. It's it's the streaming portion of it that's made it tricky. I mean, it also could be like maybe like Blizzard did an update behind the scenes and it's causing me to tear the encoder. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I've had to restart the stream about at least 6 times. And I don't want to risk it anymore, you know, not after about almost 4 hours now. So it's just that wouldn't be fun to watch, you know, like me being here and not being here. But the good thing is that the VODs in YouTube put them all together. So you won't see all that. It's in Twitch, it breaks it apart in different streams. But in YouTube, it seems like it all, as long as I call it the same broadcast, it'll put them all together in the same one. So that's good for VODs. Yeah. But anyway, it's good to see you, Razor. I apologize. I wish I could spend more time with you. Have a wonderful night and weekend. Absolutely. And I am recording the playthroughs as a sorceress and putting that on the YouTube. But I have time to do that. I just have to record the rest of it. But I have time. And I have a 3-hour music video of this music on my channel too. So if you need it for steadying, relaxing, whatever, it's like this song and some other stuff. I need to find some more music out there because there's a couple more out there. But anyway, I will check you guys later. I appreciate all your time spent with me, and because you can spend your time anywhere and you spend it with me, I appreciate it. So I will check you guys later. Y'all take care. Bye bye.